Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Bugs X Bones, number 66, I believe. My name is Battery Body. These are my friends. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, Blackjack K9 here. I do art. Check out my commissions on the Twitter, because that's what it's called and nothing else. I'll DM Digimon Knighthood. Hopefully that'll come back as soon as I get everything properly together. But yeah, that's for me.
Hey, Ninja Dan's Funhouse, channel manager and editor here at Phantasma. I'm excited to be back at Bugs X Bones because I love my boy Scythe so much. And I've been having I love him so much I had to put him in a different project I was been working on called Creepy Veil Cinema. Woo! Starring a little Digi-Destined boy named Shino Pareto and his unwilling video producer, Scythe Bear.
Check out Creepy Val Noodle.
Hi, I'm Noodle Laser. I am trying to keep things going, but I have a new position in my job, so I'm very tired. Yeah. Jack.
Check everyone.
Oh, damn. Sorry, Cable.
It's cool, it's cool. Cable provider, you know what I do here. I do a lot of shit. Yeah, I don't know. Follow, you know where to find me at this point. If you don't, what's wrong with you? How could you? I thought we had something special.
Follow Cable or I'll be sad.
Oh, don't follow me then.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
We thrive off his tears.
They're delicious. They're the only thing I put in my ramen.
They're a little salty, so you know they actually.
They are. You gave me high cholesterol, you piece of shit. Start the session.
Hello, I'm Battery Batty. I have salty tears. Commissions are always open. You can find me on Blue Sky and Twitter and Tumblr and other places. I've been streaming more, even though I haven't streamed in like over a week. I was going to stream yesterday, but I forgot. Or the day before that, rather. Yeah. So, yeah, it's basically it. You guys ready?
Whatever you do, don't fucking commission Batty. Don't go look at his reasonable prices for good quality art. Don't bother looking at his quick turnaround time, his efficiency and professionalism. Fuck all of that. Don't check out at Battery Batty on the X.
Yeah.
I'm not helping you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not helping you.
Yeah. I guess don't check out my commissions then.
Check out his Redbubble. Don't send him money in the mail attached to a brick. Don't do none of that.
Don't come to my house and like give me a hug because you know, hugs are nice.
His address is 555 Milky Way Lane.
So, last time on Old Dogs Don't Cry, a lot of shit happens. It was a while, but basically all you need to know at the current moment was Tonbo, Grifter, Spencer, and Coco were finally able to reunite Christopher with his family. And as thanks, Christopher gave everybody a really cool card. We'll be going in further depth what has happened over the course of this mysterious arc, but that'll be later in the session. I have something special planned for that. We arrive back, if I can find the page, at the Heart Attack Casino where we last left our heroes.
Heroes is a loose term, but okay.
Yeah.
We left our silly little dudes.
There you go, Skippy.
And what kind of music should I play right now?
Well, what's Bernie into?
What?
What kind of music is Bernie into?
Let me look real quick.
If you
Maybe...
put Fishbone on, I'll slap you. Good.
Oh, this sounds right.
Yeah, this is Joe.
It's either casino or disco music, so...
Well, we're back in the casino. The Heart Attack Casino, where people bet their own body parts instead of money.
Under normal circumstances, I'd be all about this place.
Yes.
But these are not normal circumstances.
What are you doing, Grifter?
Oh, I'm still seated there with Mr. Charleston, the bookie.
He's right here.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what, Mr. Charleston. I'm going to
What?
give you one opportunity to give me the information I wish to know, the location of Deck's warehouse. In return, not only will we return your orange stub, but if the information is good, you can have the other remaining orange stubs that we have in our possession. About 2 or 3 of them.
Wait, that's it?
That's it? People give an arm and a leg for them.
No, that's all I have to do, right?
The information is good, we will never see each other again.
You can't. You have to make sure this doesn't track back to me, okay?
Believe me, nobody will ever know.
Okay,
If there's one thing my associates and I strive for, it's efficiency.
So you just want to know where the deal's going down, right?
That is all I wish to know.
Okay, it's just kind of heavy, but, yeah, you know where, the Hardline Drop is?
I'm aware.
Where Hardline Drop meets the docks, there's a warehouse. I'm trying to think which one specifically. Oh yeah, they call it the Sunnyside Warehouse, but the city marks it number 33.
33,
It's-
Sunnyside.
It's the biggest one in the area. Should be pretty noticeable.
And I'm also going to take a gather that maybe this is perhaps Bomber's territory.
Bomber.
The CEO Leviatech.
Oh, Plumber. Well, he's been buying stuff up. I don't know if he owns that specific warehouse.
Okay, so southern end by the pier, 33, Sunnyside.
Yeah. So, you gonna give me the stub now?
I'll be right back. I don't have it on me. You know who has it.
Oh,
I believe you've been acquainted with who has it.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Scythe is going to get up, and he's going to make his way over to Coco, who I'm guessing was still by Bernie.
Hey, kid.
Hello there. This is quite a happening joint.
Yeah, well, it's a slow weekend.
Have you seen the young lady?
Oh, the girl. Yeah, she's in the back.
The back.
Where we keep all the parts.
Of course she is. I swear, her hobbies.
Hey, Coco, your brother's here.
Oh, don't mind me. I'll just see what she's up to back there.
Yeah,
So,
careful.
be sure to watch my step.
A lot of bait hooks.
Oh my. Alright, so he's gonna go to the back to find Coco.
There are no meat hooks there. He was fucking with you.
It's a humor, that one.
Hey, Tail, since we're here, technically we could build you as whatever way you want. Is there any kind of build that you want?
Thinking about it. Can I
Oh.
have, like, 2 extra arms?
If I can figure out how to get that to move, maybe.
Okay. Pretty good, pretty good.
Okay. I mean, I got a lot of bits I need to gather before we can make any of this happen, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wonder if Bernie will let me bite the organs.
You should ask him. Oh, wait, your brother's behind you.
Well, I gather you two are window shopping.
You can say that.
Gonna have strong hands
I mean, how strong you want them?
to rip apart packaging.
Okay, packaging. We need to curb your violent tendencies a little bit. Even I'm not that violent.
It's been weird not having a body for thousands of years.
I imagine that could do things to you.
Coco dear, may I ask a favor?
What?
Well, actually, it's a two-part favor. Well, one, I wish to borrow that orange ticket stub that you took off the unfortunate gentleman.
This piece of garbage? Sure.
Yes. It'll be returning to us.
Huh?
The other, I wish to talk with Tail.
Okay, Tail, here you go.
Oh, it's weird holding one of these again.
So, what do you want?
Oh, God. Hello, Tail.
Hello there.
Well, you're a lot more vocal than your brother.
Antisocial freak he was.
You can say that twice.
What an antisocial freak he was.
You can say that 3 times.
I won't do that, Tail. It's getting annoying.
Okay.
Tail, I have a favor to ask of you in particular.
Yeah?
So, have you seen that gentleman we were talking to out there?
The one that tried to shoot Coco?
That's the one.
Yes.
How would you like to deal with him?
Like, intimately?
I tell you what. Come with me, and I'll be faking like I'm closing a deal with him. But when I give the signal, I would like you to give him a very hard blow to the back of the head. Kill him.
Wait, why do you want Tail to kill him?
Because nobody can see Tail.
But why do you want to kill him?
Because this man is very jittery and knows too much.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I won't interfere.
Well.
It's up to you, though, Tail. It's really, your decision ultimately. As a person, you have the right to choose. And I'm trying to impress that on you, Tail.
So I get to choose whether or not I murder this guy or not.
It is
Ultimately,
entirely
yes.
up to you.
Okay.
And I'm very aware of how very strong you are.
I'm very strong. And human heads are very weak.
Now, about that, don't explode his head. Just enough force to...
How jellified do you want the brains?
enough to render him dead. Just, I need the head still intact, of course.
Okay. Whatever.
There's a reason for that. You'll see. I'll take care of it from there.
She's agreeing, and in your possession temporarily.
Okay. We'll return momentarily. That shouldn't take more than 5 minutes.
I'm gonna talk to Bernie and see if he's gonna let me sample some of the merchandise.
You do that. And once we get out the door, you're like, oh, boy, she is like a kid in the candy store in there.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, those academic types tend to like coming in here from time to time. Most people are disgusted by body parts, but, you know, they're important for other people to survive. Not that I have any opinion on that one way or the other, considering all the ones I have are obtained illegally.
Man, I'm not one to judge or question. All I know is that, aside from her, a brother of ours would have probably enjoyed this place too. He wanted to be a doctor.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Well, send my regards.
I'll be sure to do that. This, excuse me one sec. I had to deal with the unfortunate gentleman. This man lost it big at your place.
Did he now?
I believe he'll be collecting very soon. Apparently, he's only got a day left.
Oh, well. We'll see what becomes of that.
As we start walking, we also be talking to Tail, like, okay, I'm pretty sure you know the real reason why I want him gone.
It's because he tried to shoot Coco, right?
Bingo. Thousands of years ago, you were pit against your family and had to slay each other. But now today, you'll see what I do to protect mine.
Hey, you took a little longer than I thought you would to get some tickets.
Ugh. Tracking her down. Yeah, not only that. Other social obligations. Anyhow, putting the ticket stub on the table. Like, I believe this was yours.
I think that's the right number. You sure? Wait. You sure you're not pulling my leg here?
Believe me, I have
Hold
zero
on.
interest in your leg.
Yeah, looks good. Okay, well, if that's all, I guess I'll be on my way.
And, as I said before, if the information is good, afterwards, well, I would say I trust your information on this. You seem like you're on the up and up. So I can probably smile and say, we'll never see each other again.
Okay,
And-
he holds out a hand to shake yours.
I go to shake his hand, and then I also glance up and look at Tail.
She looks like she's waiting for something specific to happen. But
I believe it's Tail time.
he gets up, and as he gets up, Tell's going to lock her leg around one of his, and then push his head into the side of this metal table right here. With precisely the amount of force to end this man's life.
Just smiling up at Tail, like mouthing, thank you. Like, Mr. Charleston? Mr. Charleston? Are you okay? Oh, please allow me to help you up, Mr. Charleston. You're so clumsy. My shadow is going to enter his body.
Okay, you do so.
Poltergeist.
You use Poltergeist to inhabit this man's body. It is now walking and upright, and anybody in the casino just saw this man fall and then get back up.
You're such a clumsy man, Mr. Charleston. You should really watch your alcohol intake.
You have Weekend at Bernie's, this guy.
It's like, oh, hold on, let me help you dust off. I'm patting him down to make sure he has his gun on him still.
He does.
What? What's with that look in your eye, Mr. Charleston? What are you doing? And I'm going to puppeteer him to reach for his gun.
Okay. You're gonna see Bernie's gonna look over. It's like, wait, we don't want none of that. And
Mr. Charleston, please, what are you doing? And I'm gonna puppeteer so his gun's going to his head.
okay.
And like, everyone get down! And I'm gonna have Scythe go like a bit behind like a table while I'm gonna have my shadow pull the trigger and shoot this man in the head.
He falls to the ground.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey, no, nothing to see here. Everything's fine. Nobody freak out.
Oh my god, Bernie, I am so sorry.
Was he trying to hurt you, or?
I don't know what this man was doing, but apparently he was freaking out about the deadline.
We have a couple of these every so often. Very unfortunate. You know, if I had any control over my ability, I wouldn't establishment like this open to begin with. What do you owe me? Zart? That's right. Okay.
His stub is right there.
Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to do this normally. You kids better get out of here.
Yes. Last thing we need is questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, sorry, mostly for your carpet.
No, we got a cleaner for this sort of situation. Sorry you had to see that.
Well, I'm glad Coco wasn't here to see that.
Oh, I was here the whole time.
Oh, Lord.
Bernie, you didn't tell me if I could taste anything.
Why do you want to taste anything?
Because
you.
reasons.
Okay.
Yay!
And Scythe's also gonna hand you back tail and mouth. Thank you.
For those of you in the audience who are wondering why Coco wants to lick organs so badly, it's because that's how Nin works for conjurers.
You little freak.
I have to know everything about the human body as intimately as possible.
You're gonna get a phone call, Scythe.
Oh my gosh.
Hello
Do I
there?
recognize the number? Hello?
It's Deadline. You do not recognize the number, though. This is a different number.
Who is this?
Oh, I don't think we've met. Is Tonbo Gamakiri there?
Tondo, I'm afraid he's not here at the moment.
You, Scythe Bear?
Well, seems you're up on your information.
I'm the person from the Hunter Association that you called for assistance.
Of course, thank you.
My name's Deadline. I'm currently in your hotel room.
Are you now?
Yes. If you could, as soon as earliest convenience, collect Tonbo and all your other friends and meet back here. I have a lot of things to discuss.
Yeah, I'll be sure to give him a call.
Okay?
Hopefully be there soonish.
Yep. Well, I'll see you then.
Alright, and hang up. Coco, the gentleman from the association is here.
Aww.
We've been waiting on him. I'm going to give Tombo a ring.
I don't want to leave this place.
You can come back.
Mm.
Beep boop boop. Calling a Tonbo.
Tonbo, you get a phone call.
It rings for a minute, but then he'll pick it up.
Hi there. Everything okay?
I assume at this point he'd still be watching Christopher with his wife, right?
Oh yeah.
No. Things are actually going pretty good.
That's good to hear. We had a bit of a altercation over here, but it's over. The man from the association called. He's at our hotel room.
Deadline. Do we need to go meet him?
I believe so, yes. He says it's very important.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to come get you first, because you need to get something.
I need to get something.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I also have information for us. I know where the warehouse is.
Good, we can finally settle all of this. Alright, I'll be right there to grab you, and... You know, honestly, you're gonna... I assume you'd tell Tonbo where you're at, right?
Yes, the Heart Attack Casino.
Alright, because logically, Batty, if you'll allow me to do this for flavor.
Yeah.
It's faster for Tonbo to fly, grab Grifter, and bring him back over to where Tonbo's at than it is to drive down there, pick him up, and then drive back over there.
Okay, that's fair.
So, just real quick, it's like mid-conversation, the phone doesn't even hang up, and Tonbo's like right there. Hey, you, come on.
What?
Hey, before you go, I have something to give y'all.
Yes?
Who's this?
Hold on, let
Are you
me...
the tour guide?
Yeah, I'm the tour guide.
Tonbo's gonna look
Awesome.
around, Batty.
This is the Heart Attack Casino.
Do you have a gambling problem, sir?
No, but everybody I know does. Hey, for you and any of your friends, I have a couple of, he's gonna put, 4 tickets into your, coat pocket, Scythe. So, basically, don't need how to explain these work. At any point you want to ever return to the Heart Attack Casino, you won't be able to exit back into Stranger's Bay. You can only leave for where you came in, but any instance you need to come back here you go.
This automatically bring us here.
Yeah, but then when you leave, the ticket disappears and you end up where you came in. Pretty simple.
Huh.
I think it's
Huh,
Candy
we-
Ghost rules.
Yes, we've dealt with other things that do similar techniques. This is very interesting that you have one for the casino.
Nin abilities tend to line up with each other in weird circumstances. People come to the same conclusions based off of their embedded personalities.
It's a funny world, isn't it?
Yeah, that it is.
Tell them I'm afraid Coco might end up moving here.
Well, she seems happy and she's not in the library. I haven't seen that recently.
Yes, but she's still getting plenty of study time.
Coco, don't touch anything you haven't sanitized.
It's too late for that one, Chief.
You. We'll be back in 20 minutes. You have... Well, no, it's probably like... How far is it from here to where we left Christopher at, Batty?
You can get there in... actually not... You guys aren't that far, so less than 10 minutes.
Coco, you got 15 minutes to play in the meat till we get back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fly Grifter back over to the Candied Kiss.
Okay. You guys
Just
arrive
real-
there?
As we get there, though,
Yeah.
like I still have the thing where it's just like go out back and get the thing Christopher left. But
Yes.
I would be telling Grifter to follow and just to telling him to stay quiet and like don't disturb anything in the Candied Kiss right now.
Okay.
Like you can peek through the window if you want. I'm just saying like don't. You'll see why if you look.
Oh my.
Told you things went good.
I'm happy for him.
I also hired Christopher for a new job.
No? What'd you have in mind?
That woman in there and his daughter. He's to deploy security and be in their lives. And making sure I pay for it.
You're a good friend, Tondo.
Everyone deserves closure. And a chance to be happy. And I believe this is yours right here. As I point to the fucking car that Christopher tricked out.
But before he sees it, like as you were saying it, it's like, don't worry, you'll be finding yours. Oh my god, what is this?
Christopher gave me a gift for helping him, but I don't need a gift for doing that. Besides, I already have Karma Kiri. And I throw you the keys.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
Apparently the note says it's tricked out, too. He said it's
Tricked out.
This either says espionage or espanol. Christopher's handwriting is bad.
Let me see that. Does it say espionage?
Yes.
Oh, I want
Oh
it to
my
be Spanish.
This might be precisely what we need.
I wanted Scythe to walk out of the car and be Rodrigo Bayer.
Oh my god.
You know, it seems like every time we go somewhere, Grifter, and Tombo just throws you a little bit of a smile. I always keep seeming to find you stuff.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
Did Chibi describe what the car looked like last time?
He gave me a picture of it, but I didn't get I don't know the full description of it. It's an old-timey car.
Yeah, it's something you would see from the 40s.
Yeah, leave it to your imagination, audience. What does the tricked-out spy car look like?
That's why there's something like seeing something like that, Scythe, being the kind of guy he is, looking at it going, it's beautiful.
Well, let's go get Coco. You can see yourself over there, I guess. Or
Yes,
You know
I
what?
believe I should.
I'll get Coco. Why don't you take the long way back to the hotel?
Oh, be sure to give Spencer a call.
Oh, that's right. I should probably
Yeah.
pick him up too. Roll a quick perception check then, if you can.
Will do. Da da da. Perception. That is a 27.
All right, yeah, you would catch it. You would notice it too. Tondo's being quick and dismissive and movementy with things. He's trying to make sure that you don't notice his face because he was crying when he saw the Christopher stuff. And it's very clear on his face and in his eyes he's not okay right now. But he's just trying to distract you very quickly.
Noting that, yes, we're very busy, yes, I suppose.
Yeah, so let's head
I'm
back.
gonna adjust the mirror first.
I'm gonna call Spencer and start dialing Spencer's number.
You do so, Spencer?
I don't know where I am.
Spencer, calm down. Where are you?
I don't know. There's a lot of people around. I
Alright.
just kind of woke up here.
Spencer, I have an idea to help you, but you're gonna have to trust me, okay?
What is it?
Spencer, there's so many people around you and you don't know who they are. You could be lost forever and it's so stressful and you don't even know how to handle it.
There's a loud thunk on the other end of the phone.
Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2. Waiting to see
What
if...
the hell was that about?
Sorry, I had a feeling that would work. Hi, James.
Hi.
Where are you so I can come get you?
James, you know you're in Palm Plaza.
I'm where God just said I was.
Okay, thank you, God.
You're welcome.
Alright, I'll be there to get you in a minute. If Spencer wakes up, just have him wake up near the front entrance of the plaza so I can see him.
Oh, he's not going to be back around for a while after that stress.
Okay, we'll get him a pretzel. I feel bad.
Already on it.
Alright, 10 minutes. And then Tombo's gonna start getting into his car. Maybe I should
Okay.
minor in psychology.
You know some people.
And I'll go do the picking stuff up.
You know, I've been seeing myself in this rearview mirror, and I look damn good in this. He's actually waiting for you to leave.
Oh yeah, Tombo's heading out.
Okay. And as soon as you're out of sight, he gets out of the car and takes another glance back inside the Candied Kiss.
You see a happy couple.
We really need to get this done with so we can help Tombo. I can't even imagine the sort of stress this must have caused him. But good on you, Christopher. Good on you. Hopefully I can use your lessons and make Strainer's Bay a bit of a safer place. Thanks for the car. And gets back in.
Okay. Do you guys just want to cut to when you all arrive at the Motel Flamingo?
Yeah.
Sure.
Make our way in, helping James like up the stairs.
See Scythe roll up in the new car, like, oh god, Anne is gonna be all over me if she sees this,
Anne's gonna be all over that if she sees it.
and all over the car, and inside the car. Anyway, I should stop thinking about this, otherwise I'll be heading home early.
Oh, gross.
I hope you know I'm going to need a new pair of glasses. You made me land on mine.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Tombo's biting his fingernail.
You make your way up.
Nervous habit, trying to stop.
You do you.
Clap sends. Coco, hi May, let's go.
Boink.
Grifter
I had to zoom out.
and everybody else, as you enter in, you see a middle-aged gentleman wearing a black trench coat, and he has knives, what look to be shotgun pellets, and several other bladed and pointed weapons just kind of hovering around him. He is currently assembling stuff on a corkboard, not paying attention to anyone at the current moment.
Oh boy, conspiracy theorists.
Huh.
I know where
Hey.
this goes.
Everyone, meet Deadline. He's here from the association to help out.
Hi, Deadline.
Hello. I'm familiar with all of you by now.
Scythe staring at the corkboard. You beat me to it. I was gonna do one of those.
Well, now you don't have to lift a finger. Excuse me, Deadline. He's gonna hold a hand out to shake yours, Grifter.
Oh, I'll take it.
I see
Scythe Bea.
you've encountered many of my former associates.
Former associates.
Oh, sorry. I used to work for the SIA. Galveston?
Oh, the hippie on the beach.
I used to be the head of that department, but I retired recently.
How trustworthy is Galveston? He seems eccentric.
He's eccentric, but he has a good head on his shoulders. Doesn't really trust many people, nor should he, but he means the best. At least for, what's best for the organization.
And he wants us to find a missing agent and a missing politician.
They're already dead.
Of course they are.
I was actually looking into a different matter that is relevant to me, but I don't want to bore you with that now. I'm mainly here to tell you, on behalf of the Hunter Association, thank you for tackling this head on, and I will have you know you will all be rewarded greatly for completing this endeavor. Now, what the association is offering you is probably going to be paltry in comparison to what Mr. Marlowe is going to offer you.
DeMarlo.
Marlowe has decided that if you do take out what is hunting everybody down on Strainer's Bay and resolve this issue, he is going to give you all very specific pieces of information that will be relevant to each and every one of you.
I fail to see how any information could really be relevant to me, but sure.
You really don't see it, Coco?
I know.
Maybe something to help get your mom off your back.
Exactly.
She has residency around here.
That's true.
If your mom's off your back, then she's not going to pay attention to what you're doing. Then you can stay and play in the organs all day.
That's true.
How good is Francis Marlowe's information?
I don't know what the information is currently, but I know that it will be a great deal of importance to all of you. Mainly you, Mr. Kamakiri.
I had a feeling. There's only one thing I want, so if he knows it, I'll do whatever you want.
He is in the process of obtaining it. I don't work with him personally anymore, but...
I imagine your goals align every now and then.
We used to be partners. He also used to work for the organization.
That makes too much sense.
I keep tabs on every former employee that I've worked with or had, thus why I know this, and thus proving my usefulness to this current case.
What is this thing on the island?
Well, that's what I'm here to figure out. Now, if everybody would mind, tell me your story. And for the sake of expediency, we can just say you explain to Deadline what's occurred so far over the course of your adventure, and I'm going to bring you to the court board.
Oh boy.
Yes!
Is 20% of that just Coco describing the taste of a spleen?
Yeah. No, you did get to taste the spleen, Coco.
I was actually coming up in my head a scenario just like if Bernie decided to not let me taste the spleen, I was gonna be like,
People would pay good money for my dental records.
Jesus.
We could say...
there's
I
a
can't
dark
help but notice this
There's a-
monstrosity in blue.
there's a dark reason for her saying that.
Leviatech?
The Mark V?
Yeah, that's the thingy I found.
I didn't know it was like that.
It's the great Leviathan.
Let's let the man explain.
So together you start piecing together a corkboard, and okay, I think this should make all the big relevant players involved. So, from what we know, a long time ago, there was an organization known as the Bleeding Suns. They were a shadow league of assassins operating out of Strainer's Bay that your friend Christopher was a part of before he met in an untimely end. Now, ever since you got back to the island, you noticed that there was more killings somehow tied to the Bleeding Suns, despite the fact that they've disbanded almost over 20 years ago. And we need to find out why they disbanded and who the current person killing people in Strainer's Bay is. Whether they be, copycats, remnants of the old Bleeding Suns, or something completely different. I've mapped out a chart. Everything that you've encountered so far has had some dealings with the incident, the Leviathan 5 that sank many years ago. According to the documents that Mr. Marlowe was able to find, the Palm Reef Archipelago government hired the Bleeding Suns to go on a joint operation to potentially murder everybody that was on the Leviathan 5 expedition. I theorize the reason why they did this was because of the bodies that have been hidden in the trench would have been discovered, and thus the entire nation itself would be held accountable for numerous unsolved murders that have been lost for decades. In that incident, we know only 4 individuals survived. It was Christopher, Johan, a agent that worked for the Palm Reef government that has since, after writing the report, went missing, and the individual known as Architect. We now know, or at least through my own findings, that the Crotalis family, you might know them better as Nobunaga's army. I believe your friend Shio has some dealings with them. Was the person funding the Leviathan 5 expedition in the first place. They've been enemies with the Bleeding Suns for numerous years. Incidentally, the Palm Reef government has been maintaining this disposal of any potential persons that might pose a threat to the government's security, such as the politician that went missing and the agent that went looking for him. Everything makes sense so far?
Tom does just like looking the board up and down as he's explaining through all this.
Sounds like everything's adding up. Now,
Leviathan was the Mr. Palmer, the owner of Leviathan, was on the original board of individuals that programmed the artificial intelligence that was able to navigate down in the depths. And after it went under, he was able to find his tech empire. Ever since then, he's been buying up land all over the city, especially in Hardline Drop, which I believe you have just recently found out that there is certain dealings in.
yes, between Dick and what I'm guessing is this Crotalis family.
Yes, a member from the Crotalis family is arriving. Now, what we don't know is Palmer's relationship to the new Bleeding Suns, or the Crotalis family, or any other individuals that might be at play. But if you're able to potentially intervene in this arms deal, maybe you can start putting more of the pieces together.
Now, all the fish that are below, like with the reef area and everything, have to do with anything. There was something about those golden fish, or their golden remains, anyway.
Did you notice anything unusual about the bodies? Is there anything decomposing them or preserving them or something strange like that?
The fish were pecking at them, they were eating them, and they were glowing.
He's gonna scratch his chin for a second. Well, I guess probably somebody at some point, could be me, could be any of you, needs to go back under there and investigate the bodies further. If you'd be fine with that.
Nervous sweat thinking about the submarine again.
I can take care of it.
I should be able to go back down there. It's not too hard.
Okay.
You're getting rather adept at that.
Well, there's no terrain I can't be the fastest on. Be it land, sea, or air.
Grifter, you noticed something interesting. There is a line of string connecting the Heart Attack Casino to the Crotalis family.
So, what's Bernie's involvement with the Crotalis family?
Oh, he used to be second in command of one of their numerous different syndicates. One under a general, I think, but he disappeared a couple years ago. But you found him.
More like he found us.
He left the family for some reason. I don't know why. Something to keep in mind, probably, for future events.
Possible he had a change of heart.
Possible indeed. Ah, I got what you did there. He's gonna punch your cheek.
If he was hostile in any way towards us, he would have definitely suspected what went on at the casino moments ago.
I'm sure he's fine. Just something to keep in mind. Had to put him on the board.
Understood. And I'm sure he knew exactly who that person was I was talking with.
Okay, going forward. Let me look. I did make a list of potential killers that I might be working in the area. I assume they're all different, considering that their methods of killing are different, but they're definitely going after numerous people, and they've been operating fairly recently. I've made profiles of all of them. You don't have to look at the list thoroughly, just if you see any potential persons that might, make you think of this list, just keep it in mind. And he's going to show you this document.
Oh my. Let's see. The Strainer's Bay Killers.
Now, just for Batty's sake, you do not have to read all of these off, or look at these extensively, but if you want to, these are basically the different people that Deadlines found are currently operating in Strainer's Bay.
What is this A? Victim's body has twin holes that run parallel through the body. The body doesn't bleed after death. We found that in the Candid Kiss.
A and J are very different from the others. Those are the only two on the list that didn't have the Bleeding Sun preservative chamber, is what I'm gonna call it. The pixely aura that you saw around the other bodies.
That's the preservative.
Yes. Also, probably another individual using their nin ability.
This one here, B, the victim's body pierced by several cone-shaped wounds. We found that at the restaurant.
Yep. They've been operating all over Strainer's Bay, but where they kill people and where they dump the bodies might be different. Wait, something's weird. He's gonna point to H. I didn't do this.
Victim suffered what?
Unexplained distortion.
Yeah, when I printed these out, they were all normal, but for some reason this one's blurry.
It's odd.
Tombo's eyes widen. Where's this body? Where was this body found?
Oh, let me look. It was found by the Dock House. It's a famous nightclub.
Do you know the name?
Yeah, it's just called the Dock House.
Oh, I thought you.
It's,
Okay, I see.
It's at the docks.
It's a weird name for a nightclub. The Dock House.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Attica. It sounds like a gay nightclub. Just touching tips all through the night. Dock House.
There's some activities going on at the Dock House.
So, hearing that it's the Dock House, about the docks, like, interesting to note, Tombo. That area is close by Warehouse 33, where the deal's going to go down.
I mean, if I'm going over there anyway, it couldn't hurt to take a look. I'm pretty sure that's where a certain creature of interest is.
Now, wait a minute. Also, the documents that Marlowe handed us, didn't it say something about people suffering from organ failure?
I believe so. Yeah, it did.
This might be the same person.
Killer operating. Well, that would leave a direct link back to the Leviathan 5 and also to the old Bleeding Suns.
It sure would.
If this killer was somebody that survived from the wreck.
Maybe they want revenge.
Quite possibly. Okay, well.
Now, the people in the old photo of the original Bleeding Suns.
Yes.
How many of them are still around? Glitter, we have met.
The only two people that I know of personally, or at least that I know that are currently operating in Shrinner's Bay, the bartender, which wasn't part of the organization herself, and I think you met her, the strip club owner, Glitter.
Yes, Glitter, and we met Beth as well, sweet lady. She's the one who tipped us off about Deck.
Yeah. Other than them, all of these individuals have either been confirmed dead or been missing. Mainly the ones that have been confirmed dead. Christopher, of course, Johan, and Daly, the former leader.
Who was the lady with the monkey?
Oh, what was her name? Shepherd.
Shepherd confirmed dead? Or is she missing?
She's missing. Nobody's seen her since the Bleeding Suns dissolved.
I'll look towards, just everyone and just say, remember, that monkey won't go far from without her. And if there was somebody suffering blurry damage from something that could have been a blur monkey located down by the dock, and she's not confirmed dead.
And
Nope.
there were those unexplained sightings on the roof.
Pretty good chance she could be over there. And if she is, she could be waiting for exactly what you got tipped off about.
Interesting.
So now it just begs the question, do we stop her or do we have an accomplice in stopping this?
Depends on her motives.
Well, can't learn her motives until we ask her.
And hopefully she's non-hostile towards us. we do know a rather bit too much. And if it is her, and she does try to attack us, maybe if we use the old man's name. Oh, speaking of which, led to believe that there might be a copycat killer, or at least someone attempting to be Christopher Ward, using some very wide array of aliases.
Somebody's impersonating Candy Ghost?
Take a look at the alias list here.
You did remember that Christopher did not recognize all of those aliases.
Even he would say that something according, like a name such as Weeping Devil is way too ostentatious, and someone just trying to make a name for themselves instead of trying to be a professional.
Weeping Devil. Christopher has too much class to use something like that.
The man is nothing but class.
We can tackle that when we have, if and when the time arises for it, but for now we should work with what we have and explore whatever option we've got, which I think is to look into this dock. Probably best
Agreed.
to go earlier too, before they do any sort of drop, so we're not like crossing wires.
I have a question.
Yes.
Christopher, from what you have told me, doesn't remember everything, correct?
A lot of holes in this memory.
And what was Glitter's reaction to Christopher Ward? Did she tell you anything about him? Anything strange?
Didn't seem like she was on the best terms with him.
That might be something for me to look into. Okay, well,
Tombo can't
I'll
help.
leave you to it.
He was high at that time.
Good.
No, it didn't seem like she was on the best terms with him at all. And I'm worried that maybe she has something to do with Deck.
Well, that's the individual you're going to see, right?
See, potentially eliminates.
Well, all these people are dangerous. Former Bleeding Suns are not.
If I have my way, I'd rather eliminate them without even facing them head on.
Okay.
I'd rather not do any of this.
Well, nobody's forcing you to.
It's not like I have a gun to your head, James.
Wait, is this James or Spencer?
James.
Okay. I know you
You
don't.
know my stance here.
I know. At the first sign of trouble, I want you. I'll be upset with you if you don't get Spencer out of there. Spencer has nothing to do with this. And I appreciate you even helping, James. Tombo will smile at you genuinely.
He just gives you the knowing eyebrow raise.
Tomba, before this even goes down, I might have a bit of shopping to do.
Now take care of what you need to take care of. I'm gonna go for a little peek around the dock.
You be careful.
He's
I
just
know
gonna-
you're fast, and I know you can make a quick exit if you need to, but even still, you might find some surprising individuals.
That's the one horrible thing about being my size. I'll play it off. I got lost and I don't know where my friend James is.
Oh, please. Your child that doesn't work with your bigger form.
Alright, I got Beth.
You're not as minuscule as you used to be.
It's the nicest thing somebody said to me all day. As he's walking out the room. Also, I looked it up. The black hole worm's name was Beth.
Yeah,
I think I
let's
called
go.
her Beth because she's a bad bitch.
She is.
Hate to watch him go, love to watch him leave.
Deadline. Where might I find a... Let's see. Either a hardware store or a munition store.
Let me think about that for a second. Batty says as he is looking at the Stranner's Bay map.
I believe I could use a new firearm.
Well, handy shot.
That
that
was
I heard
say
about.
firearms.
No, we're not there, Jack.
Just burst through reality.
What?
If you don't,
Free Island was boring.
I heard guns.
If you don't find what you don't want to disturb your friend Christopher, I'm assuming you could find firearms at Palm Plaza.
Yeah, that's upsetting.
That mall has
Oh.
everything.
Well, it's a really big mall. Really, really big.
I'm expecting we go there. Both the Terminator and for like the Hunter from Jumanji are both leaving.
Van Pelt.
I'm,
Yeah, that's him.
I'm making myself feel better. I'm just imagining the mall there. And then there's a little sub building next to it called Ricky's Outlet Guns. So it's like, come on down to Ricky's Outlet Guns, next to the Palm Plaza Mall. While we may look shady, we are federally registered. Here at Ricky's Discount Guns, we only look like a piece of shit.
There's a hardware store by the hospital in Marco Shore.
By the hospital.
That makes
That's a
sense.
very interesting place for a hardware store.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
right next to the hospital.
Good marketing for the hospital.
Very good.
Oh, you come on down to emergency hardware. You break a hip, we can patch it back up.
I'm just saying, this could have been your whole campaign, Batty, but you wanted to
Yeah.
put dead bodies in our vacation.
Yeah, God, this is gonna be a bit of a trip.
Okay, well, I'm going to go investigate some other loose ends. If I don't return, then I found something.
See. But hopefully you'll find it before it finds you.
Good luck, everyone.
You too, Deadline.
Oh, in case if I don't make it back. He's going to toss you a coin.
Hmm?
Give that to your friend Seox.
Interesting. I'll be sure to do that.
Coin for Seox.
Oh god, I hate
Oh
that
god, I
Roll20
forgot
does.
how much of an eyesore this was. Do you know what? I'll chase after Tombo. Why not?
Yay.
Okay.
Dock party.
I was gonna do that.
You can both come with me. It's
Yeah,
fine.
you can both go. I'm just going to a store.
I'm trying to find good music. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna start with Scythe. Scythe, you're getting guns, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna head to Palm Plaza.
Okay.
On the way there in this luxurious car, I'm gonna be calling somebody.
Okay.
You better name the car, by the way.
I'll think of a name. By next session, I'll have a name for it.
Yeah.
I am going to call Neelam Bear.
Oh god, what do you want?
Neelam, is there really any way to greet your brother?
Well, if you're calling, you're probably asking for money or something.
No, quite the opposite. In fact, I should be thanking you for what you've already done.
Should you now? Okay, go on.
I do appreciate you paying for the repairs of the house.
Take it as a gentleman's courtesy.
I'd also like to inform you that my memories have all returned.
Have they now?
It took a while. It took a bit for everything to reorganize back. But I remember everything now.
Even the doggy.
It's funny now, looking back. I never really saw myself as a pet person, but I do love Bandit.
I guess you now know why.
I guess I do. There is something I want to tell you in case I never get another chance to.
Yeah?
Considering where I am, there's a good chance I won't... There's always that gamble. Had things been different, and we never had that altercation that split our family apart. That supernatural piece of crap. And our dear beloved father. I don't believe there ever would have been any bad blood between us.
I can concede to that.
There was never a need for it. Father pit us all against each other. So for what it's worth, I'm sorry, Neelan.
You really shouldn't be telling me that. Oh well. Whatever you've gotten yourself into this time, it sounds rather dire, but...
I believe it's somewhere you might be familiar with. It's called Strainer's Bay.
Oh god, Palmer.
Palmer, exactly.
Well, if you're having to deal with the likes of Palmer, I wouldn't worry. Besides, you're a bear. As annoying, awful, and sadistic as we are, we never take no for an answer.
You're damn right we don't.
If you do end up having an altercation with Palmer, send him my regards.
I'm sure he would like that. I did hear about your history with him, actually.
Stuck-up rat. Not that I'm one to talk necessarily, but...
Oh, please, he sounds far worse. Especially since he's buying up all the different locations around here.
All high and mighty because he worked for his wealth. In quotation marks.
Have you heard about the Leviathan 5?
Of course I have. It going down and him receiving his riches. That's not a coincidence.
No, I don't believe it is.
A startup tech company. Come on.
With the same name, no less.
Oh, well, he did that out to honor the dead or some reasons.
Playing up to the publicity.
Yes, well... everybody in Ceiling Tide Drive is rather quite annoying, so... Yeah.
So, I'm guessing you also know what's overhead in the city?
No, I don't really deal with much in Strender's Bay personally. I have people to do that for me.
Well, there's a rather interesting sun that never sets that people can't ordinarily see.
Well, I don't know anything about that. That's all on you, brother.
Well, it's because of that where, if anything should happen to me, take care of Rig. Don't take him away from Anne or anything, because she would pull up a fight. Believe me, she will pull up a fight.
I'm not messing with that woman.
But Make sure he's taken care of if anything should happen.
Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
After all, he's your full-blooded brother.
Like that matters.
I thought exactly it, but I figured it should mean more than any words from me.
Well, enjoy your vacation.
Some vacation.
I'm gonna get back to work. I have important things to scheme governments to overthrow. You know the usual.
Of course, of course. Hit me up at some point. It'd be fun.
Okay. Bye, Scythe.
Bye, Needham. And hanging up and going, who knows, brother? Maybe if those weapons never got involved with us, and I'd be right there in that office with you. Oh well, time to buy a gun.
Grifter, you go to buy your guns. Is there anything specific that you're looking for, or is it just something you want to save for some sort of big reveal that you can type to me now?
Bren 10mm automatic.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, sure.
The one in the drawing.
You get one.
Hey, now it's accurate. I drew that specifically in this particular art of Scythe.
Somebody you're asking for like the papers to sign like for it, and they just gave it to you. They don't give a fuck.
Well, hey, why did I press my luck? Anything a bit more boom?
Here you go.
What did I just get handed?
You have a grenade.
So at least have a 1, but I'll take it.
I'll give you the bill for that after the session, Dan.
Of course.
Okay.
Even in Island A, I only got 1.
Okay. So, and you're gonna go to the. We can get back to you.
I can give you that list after this session.
Yeah, I will say you do just real quickly. You do drive by Strainer's Regional on your way to the hardware store, and it seems like there's been another accident that has happened, and a lot of people are being ushered into the hospital. That being said, we're gonna go to Tonbo.
Okay, we're driving down to the docks. It's me, Coco, and James.
So, you guys drive down to the dock house. And upon getting there, you see a 4-story building that was once used to house boats and other various fishing supplies. Now, even though it's not quite night, it seems like people are preparing for a party later this evening.
All right. I'd like to just do a I would turn to Coco and James and show them like the picture of like the old Bleeding Suns. So we're looking for what's her name again, Betty? I'm sorry. Shepherd. We're looking for this woman, Shepherd. Try to just keep your eye out for it, but just make it look like you're waiting for the club to open up.
All right.
Okay.
And then,
What's everybody doing to look around?
Tombo's. I was actually gonna like use Gyo and just like look around and just see if I can like catch any trace of something.
Tonbo Kamakiri. find presumably the body that one Mr. Deadline found. It has not been removed from its the red aura, pixelated aura that is surrounding it.
All right, I would. So it said it was like he was like attacked by something, and like it's blurry and you can't tell what's going on here, right?
So basically, looking at the body, the corpse itself is distorted. It looks like it's literally you went to Photoshop and you took the smear tool and you put it over a person, but because of that, his body is like contorted. Some of his bones are protruding. It's not a pretty sight. This man has been broken.
He's all banged up, but it looks like the distortion's not just in photos. It looks like it leaves a trace. What do you guys think?
I think it's fucked up.
We need to check his mouth. I want to see if the distortion extends to the inside.
It couldn't hurt. And I don't think Tonbo has gloves on him, but he'll just, for the sake of it, find like a towel or something.
Yeah, this body currently isn't decomposing. So
still, you don't just touch things.
Well, yeah, but like not as gross as it could be. Looking inside the mouth, you would see that the distortion goes with inside the body.
You really don't want us to know anything about this person.
I think this might just be something the blur monkey does when it does something.
Oh.
So if the distortion really is this strong and it leaves like this much... Alright, you guys see if you can look around and find Shepard. I'm gonna see if I can maybe spot different things and see if I can track down the blur monkey.
Any ideas of where I should look?
Rooftops are what I heard. Like, there have been weird sightings, so look for anybody trying to, like, isolate themselves off or making their way up, like... Look up!
Okay.
And with that, I'm gonna leave Coco and James, and Tonbo is gonna immediately, like... hold on again. Yeah, Tombo's just gonna make his way up somewhere high and, like, start trying to, like, really... I guess this would be an investigation check specifically to, look for any blurry distortions or anything like that.
Okay, Tombo, Kamakiri, roll me investigation.
If you count this as sight-based, I don't know if you will, this would be with advantage. Where is it?
I would say so.
20.
Tombo Kamakiri, you are flying around trying to look through, and you see, like, two janitors, like, scratching their head for some reason, and you're just kind of flying around out of sight, and they're looking at a brick wall that is part of the building. It looks like, similar to the body, the bricks itself have been smeared. None of them have cracked or broken. It is like somebody literally like with lead, like rubbing lead on paper, just distorted the alteration of the bricks, and you can see the two janitors, they're like really confused as to what had happened.
I'm taking a look at it from up in the air where they can't see me. Does it look like there's any other place, or is this just like the one standout location I saw?
They're in the same area. They haven't noticed this yet. There are several metal poles that have bent backwards into the ocean that upon further inspection, the structural integrity like basically fell out after they were bent in a similar manner. and you can find different, almost like indentions in the ground where something like this could have occurred.
All right. I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm gonna actually do like a merged call real quick with like everybody, including Grifter as well.
Yeah.
Hey, can you all hear me?
Clearly.
Alright, I'm seeing a bunch of different like distortion-y stuff. It's causing like a small trail leading up. I would just relay the direction it's leading up from, Betty.
Yeah.
I think I might have found the trail, at least of where it's going or where it came from, but I'm gonna go see what this is about. But if
Be
this
careful.
if this is the blur monkey, and if I do make contact with it, there's a good chance Shepard might be close by. So give it 5 minutes and start making your way towards me.
Will do.
Understood.
So Coco and Spencer, I want you to roll me perception checks.
Okay.
Ooh.
Spencer has advantage because he has glasses.
Coco,
He doesn't, you broke them.
Fuck.
you know to keep your eye out for anything suspicious. You don't see a blur monkey or anything like that. What you do see is a line starting to form outside the nightclub, or as people are waiting to get in. And there is a man with a hoodie on, trying to conceal himself, that for a moment pretends to be standing in line, but then he makes a mad dash for the docks.
I would like to pursue this person.
Okay, are you wanting to make yourself known?
No.
Stealth.
Stealth. This is gonna be interesting.
The man felt he does not see you.
Wow.
Coco stealth.
Coco stealth.
Oh,
Sneakiest
I'm
there
fucking
is.
seeing things.
He's running to the docks, huh?
He's running to the docks. He jumps in a random boat and is trying to find a way to get it off. He's trying to sell away, essentially.
I'd like to see how far I can go with this. What can I roll to see if I can get close enough to him to try to knock him out?
I'm say you could just like walk up on him, and if you want to try to render him unconscious, you can.
Okay, I will do this.
How are you doing it?
I'm gonna reach up behind him and put his head into an arm lock.
Oh, okay. So, just roll me a general strength check.
Okay. Natural 20?
You do so. He instantly goes unconscious.
Oh, what are
Jesus.
you running for, I wonder?
He had a
I'm
nin
gonna-
aura around him.
Oh,
Coco just choked him out.
Yeah.
Why are you running?
Even Why are you running? No, she didn't even use Nen for that. Holy shit.
Noodle, remind me, before this arc is over, we gotta get
Yeah.
Coco a tap out shirt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look through his pockets.
You would see a couple things. You find a photograph of himself. It's a Polaroid photograph of this man, and it's kind of like front facing. It doesn't look like he took it for like, oh, look at the times I had at Strainer's Bay. It looks like either something you would put with like a job application, or like if the police photographed you for some reason, it's to identify this man.
A mugshot.
Yeah. If you want to find anything else on him, I would say roll an investigation.
Okay, this is gonna go well. 20. All right.
Actually went really well.
Oh.
You do find knives on him. This gentleman was armed. And you would also have you don't catch it at first, but based off of what Tonbo said, you would not have noticed this otherwise. Part of his jacket is bent to the side, and any other instance it wouldn't look like even slightly unusual, but it does have a blurring effect on it.
Uh-huh. You were
This man-
spotted by a monkey.
What's Spencer doing?
Right now he is currently... He's actually writing on his arm a word, but he's not finishing it yet. He's writing the word hyper time on there. And what that is going to do is it will slow everything else down around him. If only for a few moments.
And you're not writing it down this instant.
No, he's basically missing the E off the end.
Okay.
Hyper
Roll me
Tim.
a dexterity saving throw.
Right now he's hyper Tim. What, sorry?
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's a 7.
Spencer, you're getting ready to finish the word. You're basically waiting for a moment for you to finish the word. And the entire dock gives out. As you see the air around you start to bend, as all of the posts that are holding the side of the dock fall off, and you fall into the sea.
Shit!
Coco,
Yes.
you notice that the dock give out as you're on this boat, and you see a large, imposing figure walking up on you. It's ape-like in nature. You can see its body is covered in shadow, and it is slowly walking towards you. It's about 8 feet tall.
Jesus.
Oh. You
Betty.
said it is ape-like in nature.
From what you can tell from this distance, yes.
Let's see. I would like to insight this creature, or entity, or whatever have you.
Get a general demeanor of what's occurring.
Yes, is it hostile towards me, or what's going on?
Roll it.
I clicky the button, but it not go.
There
There
we
we
go,
go.
that one.
Oh.
You can not tell, but you know this is probably the entity that Tonbo warned you about.
Alright. I'm going to probably correctly assume that this thing has been targeting people that have been hostile to it, so I am just going to become very small. Kind of like get down on like my hands and knees and like curl up in a ball a little bit, but maintain as defensive a posture as I can.
As it gets closer, you see that what you thought was an ape-like entity is more humanoid in nature, but not completely. You see an 8-foot-tall figure standing over you, basically walking, hopping from different pole to pole of the docks that have just been destroyed. And they seem to have a sewn mask made from some sort of creature over their face, obscuring them. They're wearing rags. They're looming over you, Coco, but they are not paying attention to you. They probably know you're there, but they walk up to the boat, hop on board, grab the man that you just were looking at, and then just as quickly they vanish. The boat itself has been warped and altered, and it is starting to sink.
I would like to hop off. I have a guess about something here. I would like to call out to it. Are you Shepherd?
You say that, Coco? It looks back for a moment, but then jerks forward in a very unnatural manner, and it jumps away. Everything that you noticed about this creature's movements was very unnatural to you. It's almost as if every part of this person's body was fighting itself to walk. But it was able to, very quickly and very precisely. The body that was in the boat that is now currently singing, it does have a pixelated aura over it as well.
I would like to check for a pulse before the boat sinks.
He is very dead. You can tell that his heart has probably been twisted in and on itself, halting all blood flow, and this man died.
Yep, that was definitely that thing's doing.
Spencer, can James swim?
Yeah, you can swim.
Okay, you eventually get back to the dock. And you see Coco in a sinking boat.
I mean, yeah. I would have probably also swum to shore by that point if the dock had collapsed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to swim back as well, so.
I'd say if you can, I'll be nice. I'll say your phones then get fucked over.
Yeah, but we have a protective aura around our phones.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, but you're back on. Sure.
I found the culprit behind all that blurry bullshit.
I think I was just affected by the culprit of that blurry bullshit. And now my new suit's ruined.
It does look kind of messed up.
Just in gaudy, like, red sequin jacket and trousers.
There is an 8-foot tall humanoid entity wearing what I can assume is a monkey face, violently at war with itself.
I see. Maybe we should tell the others about this.
Yeah, we probably should warn Tombo.
He's probably searching right now for this exact thing, so either he's about to run into it, or he's going the wrong way. So either way, I think we should just message him it instead.
Yeah, by the way, Batty, what kind of knives did I get?
The knives that this person had on them were like butterfly knives.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna take them. It's not like I wouldn't have taken them.
probably had like 5 on him. Probably had some sort of a weird juggling motif to his ability. Pretty dumb, but you know what? You got the knives. Some sort of dumb juggling enhancer.
You could have not said
Yeah.
anything.
I could've.
You could have used him.
I can occasionally do nice things for people.
Thinking of Grifter.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot Tombo a message.
Yeah, I was waiting.
Dumbo.
8-foot tall, monkey face, probably shepherd. Alright. Tonbo's gonna, while he's like floating up in the air, Batty.
Yeah.
He's gonna slowly take off his hat and put it into his bag, and just make
Yeah.
sure it's tucked away real nice.
Yeah.
Perch himself up on a tree and take a deep breath. Then Apex Dragonfly to like enhance all of his shit and just start like tracking this thing down.
Okay.
So he's in like super duper. Also, if it got close to him too, it also might freeze up if like it catches his aura. So it would have to, like, if it gets within range, it's gonna have to make a fear save from him.
Okay, so Tonbo, to do this, I'm gonna want you to roll me 2 checks.
Righto.
1 perception with advantage because you're a dragonfly currently.
Mm-hmm.
The other dexterity, and then I'll describe what happens.
So that's a 26 with advantage.
Yeah.
And dex save or dex check?
Dex check. Just general check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Tonbo.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, nobody would be able to catch this person. Or see them, rather, going the speed that they are. You're basically busting ass after them. Your dragonfly eyes are the only thing that's able to keep up with their movements, and it's just barely. They're like literally hopping building to building, and as they do, they're basically, it's almost like the building melts around them. And you see all these like different spots on rooftops that have like just been twisted and gnarled. And eventually you're actually able to fly fast enough to keep pace with them.
Now, in doing this is going to be a little weird because I'm not stealthing right now, Batty.
Yeah.
Tombo would have a menacing, like he's actively like keeping that sort of like fear aura suppressed. I don't want to give this thing any reason to be intimidated by me. I just want it to know that I'm here, so that way it doesn't think I'm trying to ambush it. I don't know if I could like roll some sort of like check to convey this. I don't want to say animal handling because it looks like a people.
It does look like a people. I'm gonna have you roll 1 of 2 options. Persuasion or animal handling of your choice. Give you 2 different outcomes.
Now, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to roll just because I just want you to know.
Yeah.
I have a 9 in animal handling. I'm actively taking my 2 in persuasion because this doesn't seem like an animal, and Tombo doesn't want to treat something like that.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't want to like make her feel or make this feel crazy.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Let's trust the 2. Not good.
Tonbo Kamakiri. This thing stops dead in its tracks almost instantly. You actually have to circle back because you both were going so fast. But it like literally stops on a dime. It is perching on a building and it is looking at you.
Tombo will perch across from it, not very far, but enough to where it's like he's not invading its space.
Its body is twitching.
Shepherd, right?
It's not saying anything, but it's looking at you.
You're after Dexman, the one at the warehouse.
It tilts its head to the side in a very confused manner.
No? And he's not being impatient with her. He's talking very slowly but clearly. Are you after someone who's hurt you?
I can't let them escape.
Who's trying to escape?
They can't escape the island.
Who's trying to escape?
I can't tell you.
Can
I would have to kill you.
Can you show me?
No.
There are people...
Let me leave.
I don't want to stop you. There are
Let
people...
me leave.
There are people who will be doing a deal over at that warehouse in a few days. They're going to bring things in here that'll hurt this place. We're going to make sure that doesn't happen, and I needed to know if that's what you are after. Because if it is, we're going to stop that as well.
No.
Alright.
Let me leave, or I will kill you.
He's gonna lower... Go.
I don't want to kill you.
I don't want us to fight either. You can go.
And just like that, this individual is going to vanish in an instant.
Tombo's gonna just kind of like sit there on a building for a second and just think. They can't leave the island. Alright. I'm gonna go make my way back down to Coco and James.
You do so.
Are you guys okay?
Sure.
I'm wet.
You do look wet.
I'm also moist.
Well, I had a nice little talk with the, thanks for the tip-off, by the way. It took everything I had to catch her. Or or whatever it was.
What did they say?
It's stopping something from leaving the island.
You don't think it has to do with just Nen users in general, do you?
I don't think so, because I'm sure some Nen users have come and go from this island already, just not dealing with anything that's happening here. It's specifically going after people. It's related to something.
Or maybe just people who know too much about the island?
Did you pick anything up off that guy you,
Just a photo of himself and some knives.
Mind if I see the photo?
Here you go.
Tombo's gonna look at it and just... Maybe we should show that glitter lady, see if she recognizes this person. Maybe if she knows who he's tied with, we'd be able to.
You notice that this actually has something similar to something you've seen previously. It has 3 letters on it, all capitalized. KOS. With little periods in between.
KOS.
An acronym?
History check?
Yeah, history check.
14.
The other body that you found also had a Polaroid on it with KOS on it.
What the hell is KOS?
Could be an acronym for kill on sight.
Huh.
So these pictures weren't actually on the people until afterwards?
So they might be working as a hitman of sorts, or... And Tombo's gonna just kind of do that whole, like, look up. Or maybe somebody's making a bleeding son do something they don't want to do.
That sounds pretty likely.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pull out my phone and call up Purple.
Purple,
Yeah.
get a phone call.
Hello?
I think I found Shepard.
What happened?
Long story short, with the way she's moving and the way she's acting, all she told me was she can't let something leave the island, and if she told me what it was, she'd have to kill me. But she was struggling to get those words out. I had to use Apex to keep her in place. I don't think. I think someone's making a bleeding sun take out hits.
That's not pleasant.
But no, someone's making, like physically making her do this.
No, I don't even want to try to fathom what can do that.
A really strong manipulator. Which means...
Wouldn't that be just your luck?
The thing is, if it's a manipulator, then they can't do anything to me.
No, but someone being controlled could. Even if they can't manipulate you, if they can manipulate this other person, they could, well, still do bodily harm.
There's a thing with manipulation then, too. It can sometimes be overwritten if the... like, depending on how strong the manipulator is. Like, vying for an effect or a control. If we can find out who's controlling her and maybe get close to her, there might be something I can do.
How did you find her in the first place?
I had to use Apex with Kurogi. Like, nothing else would have kept track of her. She's moving that fast.
Way too fast.
I found one of her victims.
Great.
She doesn't have anything to do with Deck, though. She's not looking to interfere with anything we have going on here.
Victims, you say? Cause of death?
Glitch, blur, distortion, organ dismemberment.
Twisted.
It might be the organ failure.
Whoever all these people are, they were targets of somebody, so it's... Who would want all of these people specifically? Who specifically is looking to get rid of all of them?
I only have one guess as to who, but the why I'm unsure.
We can figure out the why later if you can give me a who now.
Well, apparently he's the biggest asshole on the whole island. Hard to miss. Owns a very large company.
He's messing with someone real bad and forcing them to kill.
This is just all, hearsay on my part. I have no one else to point to. All I can think about is maybe just trying to figure out his part on that board. Maybe we can find something tomorrow. Maybe we'll find something there that'll link it all.
Yeah. Let's just get ready for tomorrow. Then just hang up the phone and look to Coco and James. I know you two don't really want to do this, but appreciate the help. I wouldn't have been able to spot him without you.
I didn't really do much.
Easier than I expected, honestly.
I mean, you're Coco. Who's really going to give you that much of a hard time?
I know, that monkey thing was pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm worried about her. If that is Shepard, I don't think that's her Nen ability.
If that really is her, then what happened to the monkey?
You're gonna look at Tonbo and he looks very sad.
I think that's a question we already know the answer to, but don't really need to go into detail right now.
True, but I mean, the abilities are still apparently persisting somehow.
And then after death, Coco.
All right.
And if it was really close with her, it would have latched onto her. I'm just worried.
I'm sorry.
Tonbo's like actively looking a little angry now. I didn't have a then after death ability. You have to die in distress. If they killed that in front of her just to make her do what she's doing now. But it's all hearsay. We don't know what's happening right now. No sense getting worked up over anything. Let's just go meet Grifter again.
Okay. You all reconvene. Grifter, you got what?
We're back at the hotel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can switch it to that map if you want.
Yes.
Here we go.
How long would you say we've been back, Batty?
Like how long it took you guys to get back, or how long you guys been back?
Like how long it took us to get back? I'd imagine we'd have just gotten back at this point.
Yeah, I'd say probably like 30, less, 20 minutes.
All right. I'm gonna message you something. But we can. Everybody else can go.
Glad to see you all safe.
Oh boy.
I got knives.
Didn't take them off the victim, did you?
Why not?
I'm rubbing off on you.
These are for you.
Really?
Don't get any ideas. It's not gonna be common.
Thank you, Coco.
So, like looking over anything that that deadline would have left. Grifter, the CEO of that place, that's the same dude we're supposed to see tomorrow?
Yeah, no, that's Palmer.
Okay, so Palmer's the CEO and... Alright. Tombo's just going through all the different papers. A lot of names, I'm just trying to make sure I have my people, right?
Deck is the leader of the new Bleeding Suns.
I have a suspicion that Deck's doing something with new Bleeding Suns, and if Palmer's the manipulator, I think he might be. I think he's trying to use the older Bleeding Suns. And if he is using the older ones, there's a good chance he has more than just her. Any of them that are missing, he probably has.
That's not pleasant to think about, considering that we already know how dangerous Christopher is. Imagine how dangerous any of his friends were.
Especially when they're being controlled by somebody who makes them do these things.
Tombo, you encountered a nin user that could travel just as fast as you could.
Yeah, he doesn't normally do that. That's what's bothering him.
Yeah.
Like, there are other things, but that's also what's, like, on his mind, too.
He really had to go Dragonfly just to keep up.
Yeah. You could see where they were going. Batty, the direction it was running in, I would remember that fairly clearly, right? Like, when I was chasing it?
Yeah.
Where was Leviatech in the general direction it was heading towards?
It was heading straight north of the island. like in a direct line from the docks to the north coast.
What's
Oh, that's out of the way.
what's straight north? Like, just trying to pull out a map.
So I can take you back to the Stranger's Bay map.
Yeah, that's Margot.
If I can get a little ruler here. So basically, she was in this direction. You would have stalked her around Neon Sea.
Oh, okay.
So it's going north, but what's up there?
Well, there's a museum.
There's the
The
park.
market.
Macabre Bets is up there.
Macabre Beth's is up there. Huh.
That's curious.
Tombo's just gonna look at it for a second and just start to think. Hmm. What time is it?
Probably, it's nightfall. A little after nightfall.
Alright, so we've been here for a minute now, just like going through all this shit.
Yeah.
This is giving me a headache staring at this map.
Of course, it's glowing neon.
Yeah, but Tonbo's just like pinching his like the bridge of his nose.
How about we try this again tomorrow?
I'm gonna have to get up bright and early. And I mean very early.
Can you give me the lady downstairs' name again, Vatty? I forget her name.
I will look that up myself because I forgot it. Her name is
Anita!
I thought it was
Anita.
Anita.
Yeah, I also remembered it as Anita. I just didn't want to say something that wasn't the actual name.
Like,
You see her.
Tombo's just gonna look to James or Spencer at this point. You're probably right. Alright, Dragonfly makes me dizzy. I'm gonna go see if Anita has a painkiller or something. I'll be back. And he's just gonna make his way out.
Okay. You find Anita. Don't worry, sweetie. I'll get you one real quick. Hold on. And she looks in her purse. Basically gives you an entire bottle of Advil.
Thanks,
Or
Anita.
aspirin, rather.
Thanks,
You're
Anita.
welcome.
You're the best. And as she goes back into her office, Tonbo's not going back upstairs. He's just gonna slip out front.
Okay.
And he's gonna go do what I messaged you, buddy.
Okay. You can do so.
I don't know if anybody else has stuff to do. Like-
What's Grift? What are Grifter, Spencer, and Coco doing?
Sice staring at that conspiracy board still.
You do so. You keep looking at it and keep seeing all the blue lines drawn to the Leviathan 5. And as you do that, the more you think about the picture of the man you saw in those documents, somebody by the name of Architect.
The world's most beneficial man, supposedly. Now, if only we could find this person, we could really get some answers. So, what are you two up to?
I don't know. I'm out of ideas.
Wanna go chase more organs?
Hush you. It's my job.
Aw.
It's interesting only hearing one side of the conversation.
Don't you worry, Tail. We'll introduce you to some fine cuisine soon. Like maybe in the next 5 years when I can actually build your body.
I would like that.
Yeah.
Well, I can only hazard a guess what you two are talking about, but if it's something about food for Tail, or she seemed to enjoy, well, their breakfast hams.
Yeah. It's a start.
And the aluminum container.
Yeah, it's a step backwards.
Perhaps you're right, James. Perhaps just turning in is the better thing to do.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
you
get a
guys-
drink.
Okay. You
Like-
go get a drink.
Yep, just gonna like head downstairs and pop by where Anita is. Be like, so what's the closest place around here for someone to go get a drink?
Well, there's a bar across the street.
That's convenient.
Yeah, just over there.
Any good?
Serviceable.
When you don't feel like walking far.
Nah. Yeah. Honestly, the best bars are in Margot Shore, where they all have the touristy places.
Of course. Yeah. We stopped by one of those places for lunch. Seemed alright. A little dead though.
Interesting. Okay, well, yeah.
You have a
She's-
good night.
You too. I'm gonna go back to my yoga class.
She's just constantly doing yoga. She's gonna be so fit.
She's the firmest, tightest of them all.
You see her open the door. The person leading the yoga class is in fact a bunny, and there are a bunch of other bunnies participating in the class wearing little leotards,
Aw, workout buns.
workout buns.
Buns of
Another one I was
steel.
expecting. Buns of steel. Oh my god. I don't know what I was expecting, but it should have been that.
This woman never stops doing yoga.
All
Hanbo,
right. Go ahead, Bar.
You go
So-
to a bar. Is there anything? Wait, before we go to Tombo, is there anything you wanted to do at the bar, Dan, or do you just want to drink?
He's there just saying that he's going there for a drink, and he probably will have just like a drink for the night, but it's mostly people watching.
Okay, you do so. I'll ask you to roll me a check, probably, but just an investigation, but we'll go to Tombo.
Okay.
All right.
And I'll tell you the results of that later.
By this point, Tonbo should already be pretty far north, Batty.
Yeah.
And he's going to the one place that has a connection and stands out. The only thing he saw far north that Grifter spotted.
Yeah.
So he's gonna make his way over to that establishment. And
You go to
he's
McCall
going there
Best.
in super duper stealth.
Okay.
Let me roll a stealth check. With a little bit of Zetsu stocked on top of that. You know how the kids like it.
Yeah.
That's some tasty Zetsu.
Tasty Zetsu. You go back to McCall Bets.
Mm-hmm.
Going into the Strainer's Market. Where are you looking? Are you looking just in the bar itself?
Specifically looking for... Is anybody still working at the bar? Like from the last time we were there? One of the people I remember?
Yeah, there's people working at the bar.
Like, is the owner there is what I need to know.
Beth is also there.
Tombo will go back in.
Not a very lively bar, but there's patrons.
Hey, Beth.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, you remember me,
Hey.
right?
Yeah, I remember you came in the other day with your friends. You're looking into some stuff.
Yeah, I want to do my best and make sure I help you guys out. Can we sit and talk? Just for a minute?
Sure. Let me finish up this glass. She finished cleaning the glass, and she walks over to you.
So, just gonna sit there, and then I want to lay everything out for you right now.
Yeah, I'm listening.
There's a lot going on dealing with this, and I don't have enough information to make the right decisions on how to fix these problems so far. I need to know for all the members, and she's the one who knows about the Bleeding Sun, right, Patty?
Yeah, she knows about them.
I need to know for every member who's missing of the Bleeding Sun. Can you tell me what they were able to do?
That's a very loaded question, that kid.
I'm not a kid. I'm a
you're
hunter
young.
here trying to help you, and to do this correctly.
Sorry, you're younger than me, so.
I understand, and like Tonbo does visibly look a little like stressed. It's for full transparency. I have reason to believe I found and point. I don't say her name, but I point to Shepard on the picture.
Do you like size? You know that booth's still damaged, right? Hold on. She leads you over to where this picture was taken, and you still see the distortion on the leather.
I had a feeling that was her.
So she's still around?
Yeah. Last pace, she would have been heading in this direction, which is why I came back here.
Well,
And
you know, Glitter has her club a little southwards. You know about that.
yeah.
Nobody knows what happened to the kid. He disappeared. That was Daly's kid. The would-be heir to the throne, even though I don't think you probably would have wanted to grown up to be, leader of a criminal empire. And that leaves Bulk, the goofy-looking one behind you-know-who.
Yeah.
And she's gonna point to the bigger individual.
Mm-hmm.
He, how do I describe it? He was mostly smarter than people give him credit for, but his ability was mostly to enhance his strength. He, think of if you put a stronger set of arms over your normal arms. It sounds really weird, but he was able to use his, I guess, aura to make himself bigger and stronger. Really straightforward. I don't know the specifics. There's probably a little bit more to it than that.
Whatever you're able to give is fine. And I don't even know if it'll be relevant. There was something about Shepard when I don't say her name, I just point, I'm sorry. But
Yeah, that's fine.
there was something about her when I saw her, and two things are bothering me about it. The first is, she didn't look like she was in control of herself. And secondly, it looked like she was wearing that's face.
Oh, her monkey.
which leads me to believe it died, and I don't know if they made her do it, just to trigger some sort of Nen after death ability.
She loved that thing dearly. I couldn't imagine her parting with it in any way that was not of her own choosing. Not that I think the thing would have lived that long, but...
Do you think,
you know.
with how much she loved it, if someone killed it in cold blood, would she ever let it go?
It would not be pretty, is all I'm gonna say.
Somebody would probably kill it to hurt her. Is there anybody in Strainer's Bay who specifically would want to cause her pain?
I can't say. Everybody from the old days is, again, either dead or missing. I didn't even know she was alive until you told me.
Everybody except for maybe the person who was responsible for it. And just, like, talking about, like, the Leviathan.
I don't think anybody's gonna come to me. I'm been relatively peaceful around here for a while. I occasionally hear things, though, of stuff happening nearby. Strange things that her ability would explain. The northern docks have been having weird alterations. And they fished up a body a couple days ago.
Just the northern docks?
The northern docks. I didn't hear anything about it other than it was malformed. Could be any, sort of ability like that, but...
It's most likely her. She said the ones she's going after can't leave the island. And if she told me what this was about, she would have to kill me. Do those words mean anything to you? Or this picture? And I show her the picture Coco gave me.
I don't know who that is. All I know is if she's hidden both docks, that means there are people trying to escape the island via sea. Thus, having somebody that could move quickly enough between both of them to catch any stragglers. I mean, that makes sense to me, right?
So then, it might not be... It's somebody who doesn't want these people to leave and they're making her do this.
That would be my guess.
Now it just begs the question, who the hell are these people?
Just be aware of something, kid. Everybody in this picture, except maybe the child. Cold-blooded killer. They drink, they partied, they were very good to me. And they were nice. But if the circumstances were right, they would have killed me without any hesitation. And I knew that. Just don't go feeling sympathy for people that might not deserve it.
I can't judge them on what they did. I can only judge them on what I've seen. And the person in this picture I see here is Christopher Ward. He'll always have my sympathy for the man that I knew him to be. And for what I saw as Shepard, she's someone suffering. Until they give me a reason to not feel sympathy, I'm always going to feel it.
It's a pretty good way to look at things.
And it doesn't mean I won't do what I have to do. But if she doesn't have to suffer, then she shouldn't have to suffer. Everyone deserves their peace. But I think I've taken up enough of your time.
You sound a lot like him, not Lord. Johann?
I guess he was insane too.
Well,
Stay safe, and my number's always open if you all need me here. Just, if you see any distortions or anything around, leave a drink out for her.
I can do that. Regardless of anything, they were still my friends after all.
And if you happen to see her, tell her the Dragonfly Kid's not so bad.
Will do.
And Tombo will excuse himself. So, can't leave the island, leaving by boat, which means every other option must not be available or impractical to do. So it's somebody who doesn't want to see something leave. Tombo's gonna fly towards the North Dock, and he's gonna go all stealthy and snoopy. And this is just gonna be his night. I don't plan to have Tombo sleep.
That's fine.
I'll roll an investigation check when I make my way up to the dock.
Grifter, what you get from looking at people, what did you roll? A 17.
17.
So, as you're kind of looking through people, you have, like, this paranoid delusion that you're starting to realize isn't necessarily as paranoid as you... There's a reason behind it. As you're looking at patrons, anybody you know could either be a killer or somebody that is actively being hunted. You don't know which is which. You don't know what separates them. All you know is that it has to do with nin users. You don't know if it's specifically all nin users, even though you pretty much think you've ruled that out. But there's something. And as you're looking at all the different people in Strainer's Bay going, this is a pretty busy bar. It's downtown Midnight Kiss. There's a lot of people drinking right now, partying, what have you. You would basically... how should I describe this? You would very quickly see the face of someone that you think you recognize, but just as quickly they vanish. And you have to do a double take because you can't quite remember what that person looked like. But you have a vague idea. They looked very vaguely familiar. But just as soon as they arrived, they left. And that's all I'm gonna say for now.
Well, I wonder how fast they are. Gonna head out real quick then.
Okay.
Cause Scythe is pretty fast himself.
Okay. You walk out.
If I were making a getaway. But is there any sort of stairwell or anything with this building?
You would see something like that, yeah.
I'm gonna try to make my way up to the rooftop, because I also, along with the stairwell, I've also got a climbing speed.
Yeah.
And hopping along, like, somewhere along the roof, so, like, getting out, trying to look down and be like, where are you, person I could not pinpoint?
As you're looking to keep up, you would basically, I don't know what you would roll. History check? Yeah, roll me a history check.
History.
History.
8.
You do not remember this person. You just remember that they're familiar to you.
Damn it.
And
Rip my tongue.
as you're like frantically looking through all the sea of people, eventually you no longer recognize them and they vanish.
That's so much for my brilliant plan. Focus. You have more important things to worry about.
Okay.
He's gonna head back to the Motel Flamingo, but he's gonna take a long about route
Okay.
just in case.
Nothing of note on your patrol.
That's more so just in case if it ends up he's getting tailed instead.
Okay. You don't see anybody telling you.
Shame this place has such a deep plot within it. Would have been nice to have an actual vacation here.
Greetings, my friends. We are all interested in the future, because that's where you and I are headed with each passing solitary second. You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the gnawing fact of knowing that aliens could be hovering in space around us right now, and no one's doing a thing about it!
Shino! What did I tell you about going off script with your crackpot theories? Finish up the Criswell crap and start the damn show already!
Sorry, Mr. Bayer. My friends, can your hearts stand the shocking facts about a movie formerly known as Grave Robbers from Outer Space?